Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a brief overview of this hardcover. It's called Legends of the Pierced Veil, the Scarlet Blades. Now, this collects 4 volumes of the Scarlet Blades, volumes 1 through 4. That would be the whole series, all collected in one book for the first time. It's published by Humanoids. This is our main villain on the cover. Her name is Ryan. It was very cool to see the whole series in one hardcover. Here's the back cover. This is a $30 cover price, and here you see the name of the artist and writers, the same person, Saverio, Tenuta. So this is it's like a European comic, and the same guy that writes it draws it, so that's also very cool. Here is the spine. It's sewn binding and it holds up together very good. The spine itself is a round turtleback spine, which is always cool. I enjoy these types of spines a lot more than a flat spine. Although when a book is just 200 pages, doesn't matter that much. But as they get thicker, it makes a big difference when you have the round spine. It has a little more give to it, and the pages can lay a little more flat. Here's the inner cover. They're orange in the inside, and the first page. Here's an idea of the type of art you're gonna get. It's real nice painted style art. Here you see the sword falling through this fire, and you see the reflection of what would be our main villain, Ryan. Here's the credits page, giving credit to everybody that worked on the book. Here in the beginning it says Chapter 1, The City That Speaks to the Sky. Again, it's the girl you saw on the cover, the main villain. Now, it's a shame that they give you these covers, so at least they give you a cover, but they don't give you the covers that were actually the covers on the volumes, right? And here the story starts. Let me just show off the last pages real quick. You get some sketches here. Some more sketches in black and white. They look real nice. This guy's art is really good. This is the main reason I picked this book up, was for the art. The story itself was okay, but I think the art outshined the writing, if that makes sense. Okay, one thing you have to know about European comics, it's not like American comics. When you say one volume, that doesn't mean like 150 pages or anything. Their volumes are like their issues, right? Every issue is called a volume. So they're basically about 60 pages per volume. So it's, think, a giant size comic, right? So each volume is like about 2 issues. So this is what would be the size in American comics. It would be about 8 issues, right? Because it's 4 volumes. Okay, so now that we got that out the way, here the story starts. You see this guy. Look, he's kind of falling apart like mechanical pieces. I really like the artwork there. Like I said, I like the use of colors here. Look, here he is. That's the cover that it will show on the back. Starts off with him kind of telling you a story about the past. He's not the main character. He's kind of like the narrator. And here's this baby. He's talking to you about this baby who will one day wield these Scarlet Blades. They're these very powerful swords. They're kind of almost like enchanted, right? Like they have a supernatural feel to them. And he's telling the story. You see them here through these like puppets. So it turns out these are puppets that they're using. And there's this girl, Ryan, who will be pretty evil in the future, and she will want those Scarlet Blades to try to take over the world, basically, right? So she could have something to wield some power around. The art is super badass right here. I like this panel. We have this samurai. He's missing an eye and an arm. You see him jumping through this window. That shit looks sick right there. Now, when he's jumping through this window, he's coming to save this girl right here. And as you scroll down, you see there's this wolves. Now, these wolves, you think they're bad at first, but it turns out they're also kind of good guys. Like at the end, they start siding with the samurai. Now, this journey, we have to find out why the government or the kings and whatnot are after this girl, and how did this samurai lose his arm and his eye, right? One thing we do know immediately is that he's wielding these Scarlet Blades, so they also end up coming after him because they want those blades. Here again, another nice page. This is towards the end of the first volume. You got this girl and this Ronin samurai. They're kind of escaping, laying low as they come up with some plan to kind of fight this this queen and this like government and whatnot that's after her, right? And you see here through these visions, I like what they did here through panel to panel. You see this character here. By the end of this first volume, he has fought this guy numerous times in the past, and he has told you his story from the past. So him and her, they're the two main villains. He's kind of like her muscle, if you will. So, she sends him to kind of take care of his bidding. But our main character here, our Ronin, he's always bested this guy. He's always beat him the majority of the time. For this guy to win at sword fighting with him, he'll kind of have to do little shady things to get the upper hand, right? So as this volume ends here, ends right here, as they're just chilling back right here, strategizing and whatnot, the next volume starts. So every time a new volume starts, you get this. It says chapter 2. This one's called like Leaves in the Wind. You get these cool covers. So I do like, I'm a huge fan of there being covers in between when one issue ends and the other starts, so that we know when issue ended, right? And that way you feel like you're making progress. And plus you use these pages, or at least I do, the covers like as chapters, right? So you know where the next chapter starts. And here you go. They all have this double side. And the artwork is real nice. It's like a painted look to it. And one thing I noticed when the next one starts, now this art starts breaking the border. See how you have these little panels within these long panels, but you see how they break the border? They go past over here. In the first volume, he wasn't doing that. And here, he breaks the border over to the other panels, which was interesting. That's kind of a thing you see a lot at Marvel and DC. And I have not read a lot of European comics, and not from humanoids. This is actually the first humanoids thing I read. And at least on this particular book, he did not do that in the whole first volume, meaning the first 60 pages. And now we're starting to see a little bit of a change. Like he's trying something a little different once we've have the second volume started. The art here, it can get a little darker now. He's using darker colors here and so forth. Real nice art. Like I said, you would totally pick this up, even if the story is a story you might have seen before. Just for the art itself is real nice. And here, look, again, he did a panel within a panel. Here he did not break the border, but he did draw a panel within another panel. Like I said, he wasn't doing that in the first volume. So you see some changes here. Real interesting to see, an artist evolve, or, kind of come up with new stuff as he goes, right? We'll do one last page. As you can see here on this one, everything is red here and everything is blue here. So it's at night. He's kind of just chilling back. Someone's intruding. So I like how they use pure red on this whole page. So it gives it sets a tone, right? It gives a whole vibe that like red usually means like alert or something bad or danger. So you get that feel here on the whole page. Then here is blue, where it's like, now he's hiding behind the guy that broke in. So now he has the upper hand. So it's blue. It's like, oh, now it's all good. He has the upper hand. Or you could say it's blue, like good and evil. Here the bad guy has the upper hand because we think our main character doesn't know he's coming in here yet to try to assassinate him. So I like the way the art plays with the colors. Is real nice to see. This series also, when you read these 4 books, this main villain right here, he will have his own miniseries. So I think they're gonna make it into a hardcover like this, which will also be 4 volumes. So we could flesh out the villain a little bit, and we'll get to know him a little more, see his backstory. So he's probably gonna get a 4-volume hardcover in the near future. And these wolves, who at the beginning were bad, then become good, are also have a miniseries that's 4 volumes. So their hardcover has already been announced for a 4-volume hardcover, very much like this one. So in total, if you want to collect this whole universe, or dive deeper into this world, it will be 3 hardcovers in total. Second one has been announced, and I'm pretty sure the one with this guy, the third one, will be announced soon enough. If not, you can read the story at Kindle Unlimited or Comixology Unlimited. It's about $9 a month. You can read the stories there. That's what I did. I read the first volume, really enjoyed the art, and I said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and buy the hardcover. So you could kind of test the waters there, see how much you enjoy it, and if you enjoyed it enough, go ahead and buy this hardcover, which I thought was really good. Okay, hopefully this video helped you make a decision if there's a book you want to check out or you might want to buy, or if it helps you make up your mind that maybe you're not so interested in it, right? So that's the whole point of this video, is for you to kind of see it in person if you don't have a store close to you, or it's not at your local comic store. Here in this video, you get an idea of the build and whatnot, and see if it's for you. If this was informative, or if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That will keep you notified on your feed every time a new video drops. Other than that, I just like to thank you guys for taking some time out of your day, for hearing me talk a little bit, watching the video, and I'll check you guys out next time.